Hi, I'm Barbara. Welcome to this week's episode of Craft Corner Kits to Go. Since we're in Indiana and it's towards the end of May, what better time for us to make a craft than a race car out of toilet paper rolls? So that's what you're going to make today. In your kit, you'll find a craft roll, and you will need to have some paint. I used acrylic paint, and you can paint it any color you want. These two I painted red and green. These two I painted blue and yellow. You have to paint them inside a little bit and outside all over, and then you have to let them dry. When they're dry, you're ready to make your race car. In your kit, you will find some tires and steering wheels. So you'll need scissors and you'll need to cut them out. So after you cut them out, you've got 4 tires and a steering wheel. Then you need to take your small hole punch. This is not a big hole punch. This is just a small one. And punch out the little dot that's in the middle of each tire. And then you want to take your painted toilet paper roll and reach in and punch a hole that's almost an inch in. You could, however far your little hole punch reaches is fine. So I made 2 holes kind of in line with each other on that side, and I want to go exactly opposite and put 2 more holes. And these holes are in line with each other because that's where your tires are going to go. Now in your kit, you're going to have some little brass fasteners. So you want to take a brass fastener and stick it through the hole that you punched in the tire, and stick it through the hole that you punched in your car, and then spread the brass so that you have a tire. Do that on all 4. And there you have 4 tires on your race car. Now, the next part you may need mom or dad for, because you're going to need an X-Acto knife or something sharp that can cut a hole in the craft roll. And you want to take your steering wheel and lay it down on top, and then punch through the craft roll with your knife. And you want to cut a slit probably about an inch long. I don't know if you can see that or not. Now I'm going to take this steering wheel and I want to go clear on the other side, so give it some room and punch in again. What you're making is the back of the seat. So now that I've got 2 lines here punched in, I'm going to connect them. So I'm going to go across the top with my knife. Now do not do this if you're not allowed to handle a knife. Have mom or dad help you, or just glue things on top without cutting a hole. It's up to you what you do. All right, so now I'm going to take my fingers and I'm pushing up on this. So my little area came up, and now I'm going to take my fingers again, maybe use my scissors to kind of bend it and go about halfway down the piece and bend it in so that eventually it bends in like this. And you see, that makes my seat back. So then I'm going to take a glue dot and I'm going to put it at the back of the fold here and push that together so that my seat back stays. Maybe. Sometimes it takes more than one. Sorry about that. So take maybe 2 glue dots if you have trouble getting one to stick. And push your piece together. There, now I got it stuck. All right, now the steering wheel's got to go in here. So mine doesn't fit quite right, but that's not a problem. I'll just take my scissors and kind of cut it down a little bit so that it fits in better. Then I'm going to take a piece of cardstock from the tires and cut a little piece about 1 inch by 1/2 inch. And I'm going to put a glue dot on that, on the end of it. And I'm going to tuck it in underneath the motor of my car. And then I'm going to bend it like this. So now you see I have a piece coming up. And I'm going to trim that off so it sticks up about 1/2 inch. Okay? And I'm going to take a glue dot and I'm going to put it on the top of this. And then I'll take my little steering wheel and glue it to that piece of cardboard. So my steering wheel fits down in and it's attached now to my car. The next thing we want to do are the decorations. Now, I'm sending in your kit some stickers. You can't use all the stickers on one car. If you end up making 2 cars, that's fine. If not, just pick which sticker you want. But you need a number for your car, so I'm going to make this one number 23 because I like how that yellow stands out. So I'm cutting it out, and this is some of that sticker stuff. So I should be able to peel the back off and put this on my car. There does happen to be a little area that I can bend so that I can pull it off. Sometimes there is and sometimes there isn't, so you just have to wait and see. So I'm putting my number on the top of my car. So now it's number 23. Now I can do flames, I can do the chevron, I can do the lightning bolt. I think I'm going to do the flames. So I'm cutting out the flames, and you know what? I'm not going to cut clear to the line. I'm just going to cut a little bit of white around it. There you go. I have it cut out. So let's find a place to peel on this one. Of course, I don't see one. Sometimes you can just get the paper to split off of it, which I did. Okay. All right. So now I have a sticker, and I'm going to just slip it in behind this wheel and come up on the back. So I've got a sticker right there. And I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. And then I'm putting it right in behind the tire at the back of the other side of the car. So now my race car has flames on both sides and a number and a steering wheel and a seat, and it's all set to race. So that's it for this episode of Craft Corner Kits to Go, and we'll see you next week.